Sorry, I was going to drink and I didn't get back in time. I ran too. Hi, guys. Welcome into Comic Book Women. As you can see, we're joined by a couple, I think, pretty well-known faces at this point. We got Michelle at Moonlit Comics with us tonight. Hi, Michelle. And, of course, Sarah at SheGeek78 is joining us again. Thank you so much. Before we get started, shout out to our sponsors over at Cover Price. All of our information tonight is going to be covered by them. And if you use the code in the description, you get an extra discount on a membership with them. So make sure you check that out. And shout out to Bird City Comics, our retailer sponsors. Same deal. There's a code, and we have some crazy cool books coming up this week. So you'll want to be around for that. Hello to Rob. Mojo's at work. Nimesh, hello. Eric, good to see you. Geek Stocks, hello. Lord of Brooklyn's in the house. Paul Holloway is here. Will Rap for Comics. I like that. Yay. Good to see you. It. H&H is here too. Joffrey, good to see you. Oh, wait. Mojo is here for the beginning. Okay.
I like how Geek Stock and who's the other one? And the Lords are sending people our way.
Hey, heck yes. The Lords of the Long Box. They are our brother channel, so shout out to them. And thank you for joining. That's kind of cool. So if you are new, every Tuesday we do a little bit of a market report. It's a breakdown on a different character or artist that's doing well in the market right now or that's relevant to the market. Speaking of the devil, there we go.
Nice.
Yay.
Good to see you in. And tonight, of course, everybody's been talking about her, so we have to too. She-Hulk. The trailers have been dropping like crazy. It's all over the net. Let's go down the line. Jen, what have you been hearing?
People being very critical, which is really interesting. My hope is that She-Hulk gets a new readership from the TV series. People become more interested in the character. I'm hopeful because it is Marvel and it's Kevin Feige, so I'm hopeful.
Sorry, that was loud. Michelle, what about you?
It's all good. Yeah, I mean, I've been hearing a lot of the criticism as well, Jen, about the CGI being awful. That's the biggest thing I've been hearing. But I think a lot of people seem to have enjoyed the trailer, including myself. It seems like something different and fresh, and I'm excited for it personally. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to the show, and we have a lot of great books to talk about tonight. So I'm pumped. How about you, Sarah?
Yeah, I'm personally excited about this show. I love Tatiana Maslany. I'm a big Orphan Black fan. So I know she can play double roles, no problem. But yeah, I've heard the same thing, like as everyone else is, everyone's like, oh, the CGI, blah, blah, blah. But, I'm still willing to give it a try. I mean, I'm excited. So.
Good for you. You're going in open-minded. That's the best way to do this.
Yeah.
Lon, good to see you. Okay, well, let's kick it off. So before we start every show, we like to give you guys some background information, just in case you aren't as familiar as everybody is. I mean, half the time we aren't too. So, here's our stats page. Jen, you want to kick it off?
Yeah. So She-Hulk, aka Jennifer Walters, and some interesting before we get into the powers and stats. She was immortal. Not anymore. She's died 5 times, brought back 3 times with the Green Door. So there's a lot of, so, right?
Comics, right? Nobody ever dies in comics.
Right. 100%.
Gives you some immortality. All right, Michelle, you got the powers.
Yeah. So I did want to say, though, real quick, Jen, I love your green lights. I just noticed those. Awesome choice for this show. I mean, Laura. I love it. I should have made mine green behind me, but it's okay.
I didn't do that. That was Anthony. But yeah,
Anthony.
Yeah, Ant must have known. Jen's wearing a green shirt, though, right? Army green?
Yeah.
We're kind of
I have another little green guy on my shirt. We got Grogu.
Oh.
Anyway. So, yeah, She-Hulk has some pretty awesome powers and abilities, including super strength, speed, durability, and leaping. She has gamma breath and spit, and she's an expert combatant trained in various galactic styles. And she also has regenerative healing powers. So, pretty badass.
Yeah, not bad.
Her and Gamora, that's who teaches her the galactic styles of fighting.
Oh, Oh.
And that's who she's being compared to a lot too. You're like with the look of her is being compared to a lot, or so I've been hearing the rumblings to that effect. Sarah, you're on stats.
Yeah, her stats are her intelligence is high, obviously, because she's also a lawyer. Her speed is high. Her strength is very high for obvious reasons. Her agility skill is high and powers are high. So she's amazing.
She's a badass. I think we all know that.
Britt took some liberty. I sent her one of the first card stats I could find for her powers was 91. And then there's a couple that's peppered out from 91 to current. But almost all of them placed her intelligence at 3. And it was interesting to see people like write in and be like, why is it a 3 if she has like a Harvard law degree? Like, what? So Britt just was like, I'm going to change it.
Wait, did they respond? What was the reasoning?
I mean, it's the people who make the cards. I don't know. It's from 91. It'd be interesting to get a hold of them and be like, what's going on?
Yeah, that makes no sense.
That's bullshit. I don't like that. She's definitely more than a 3. I mean, come on. Anyway.
Yeah.
Okay. So first comic of the night, obviously we had to start with the first appearance. So we got the Savage She-Hulk #1. Jen, tell us about it.
Sorry, blanked. This came out in 1980. It was interesting. I sent you that thing, right? About how She-Hulk happened because the TV show was going to do a spin-off, and they're like, Marvel's like, no, we got to do one first. So they made Stan do the first. So it was Stan Lee and John Buscema. Buscema? I say it? Buscema. But then after that, like, snap of a finger, #2 and so forth was not Stan Lee. It was other various writers.
I think, didn't David Kraft write She-Hulk? I don't know when he started, but I think he wrote some issues.
It's a bunch of... Yeah. David Kraft is #2 and onward.
Okay. Cool.
Really quickly, Theo Anthony just walked in, and we will be giving away our She-Hulk set that Greg Horn did for us. Obviously, it's the homage to 377. We don't have very many of these left, so I'm surprised he did that. So make sure you stick around to the end of the show, and we will do a giveaway for all 3 covers.
Nice.
Oh, awesome. Those are amazing.
He's insane. He just walks in. I'm like, really? But okay. Yeah. So Jen, did you cover the stats on this one? Michelle, you cover stats.
Okay, so the last recorded sales value is $200 for a raw comic. It's, I guess, on a little bit of a downward trend, but not by much. The graded comic average for 9.8 is $917, with a raw comic average of $175, which I feel like I anticipated that being more by now, because people have been on this book for a couple of years, I feel like. And now that we have the trailer, I don't know. I would have thought it would have spiked up in the last couple of weeks.
Maybe it's just because there's so many of them.
There's some people who are very negative Nellies.
About like the series or the character in general, you mean?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, maybe that's why. I mean, I would pick up a nice raw copy for under $200. I think I have an issue 2, which I know we'll talk about later, but for her first appearance, it's not that bad.
Yeah, and I mean, if the show goes well, that could change too. That could change the tides a little bit. But Latasha's, you read my mind. There are a lot of these, so maybe that's why you don't see this huge spike with it. But
that makes sense.
But it's affordable, right? Like if it's your first big key.
Yeah.
It's not like getting Dr. Doom.
I would even go for the raw on this one because, I mean, you can find these in good condition. I've seen them out in the wild several times. So it's like, I think I would probably go for a raw and then get it graded myself. Sarah, what do you think?
Yeah, I picked up a raw for like $50 last year. So, I mean, you can even get them for less than that. But yeah, I would totally jump on this, wagon. And even though if there's a ton of them out there still, I mean, it's a #1. It's her first appearance, who knows what's going to happen with the show. So, for the raw, $175, I would definitely pick it up.
So
her origin is in it too, and a lot of first issues don't also have the origin, so that's a little bonus. So
how do you guys feel about the #1 collector's item?
I don't mind it. I don't mind it.
Yeah. I don't like it. I want it off. I want that off. I want everything off. Like, but you guys know me. I prefer it just to be the art, but I mean, I guess it's not that bad. All right, let's keep cruising. Next up, we got, okay, Jen, we were like all talking about why you included this. Michelle knew, Sarah knew, I knew, but we'll go ahead and give you the courtesy of explaining it.
So the comic on the left is Fantastic Four number 26, UK from 1982-1983. So I think it's the second volume for, like, because it has the pence on it, right? And then the far right one is Fantastic Four number 27. So they broke the story up, but that's her first. It's one of the first reprints of She-Hulk. I can't find any sales data. I can't. Oh, is this the right? No, it doesn't. I'm looking for Rob because I couldn't find any sales data on it. But they're out there.
Foreign Rob's not in here yet.
Like, who knows? But it's just keep a lookout, especially for the pence. But it's tough sometimes to find these in the United States. But if you're overseas, and then in the middle is True Believers, Savage She-Hulk. It's $2 to $1, maybe less in your LCS. But if you can't do the 100, then you can do $2, $1.
Nice. So are the Fantastic Four, are these magazine size or regular size, Jen? Do you know?
I believe they're a little bit bigger than a comic book size.
Okay.
Like,
cool.
But
yeah, I would totally pick those up if I saw them anywhere.
Right.
I like the older reprints, and then you get a little bit of extra, with the different covers and the Fantastic Four. I think it's pretty cool that they included reprints of her first issue in those. So great find.
Well, because I tried to find the first reprint, and I believe the UK is the first. It's nice to have foreign so you could read also.
I've never seen these. I had no freaking clue why you included them. I was like, what is this?
I love the cover on the right with the yellow and like how she has a little bit of that negative space around her in the bottom. I just think it's pretty cool. And Galactus.
Mm-hmm. I like the hair. I love her. Like, it's kind of like Farrah Fawcett-esque hair going on. So, yeah.
Oh man, where's Trish? What do you think of the hair, Trish? You're out in the chat, right? All right, let's keep cruising. The Savage She-Hulk, number 2. Why do we include this, Jen?
Second appearance.
Yeah.
Came out in 1980. And it's, again, if you can't afford, because some people, I mean, I can't just drop $200 on a number 1. I mean, maybe you can, again, find it for less like Sarah did. But $10, like, right? The May 23rd, someone bought a raw for $12.50. And then average goes for around 11. But again, condition, we don't know. 9.6 sold for 127. And it's on a slight downward trend. But if anyone in your life watches a TV show and is like, wow, this is really cool, this is a nice like gift. It's affordable.
Yeah, it's a good placeholder too. I mean, just hold on to this, and then maybe one day you'll come across one of the number 1s in the wild, right?
I like the cover.
Totally.
The
Yeah, the cover's cool. And that's exactly why I bought this like a year ago, because I didn't want to spend a whole bunch of money for a first issue. And I found this for super cheap in a really nice raw condition. So it's in my collection. I figured, why not? Second appearance of an awesome female character, very inexpensive book. Cool in my world.
Slow clap for Michelle on that one. 100%.
Oh my God. Stop it.
That's a slow clap. Sarah, what do you think?
Yeah, I know that you guys talk about this a lot about, just not getting the first appearance, but second, third, fourth appearances, and if you can get it at that, raw comic at $11, a 1980s comic in good condition, that's a steal, and especially a second appearance. So yeah, I like it. I like that she's, hulking into is it a bus or is that a fire truck?
It's a fire. No, wait, it's a bus.
It was a bus?
It's a bus.
It's red, but
Wait, 80. Is she 42 years old?
Yeah. Yeah.
You know how I feel about doing math, Jen. Is it? 42?
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. I don't know what. Oh, May. Yeah.
Look, we got our first super chat of the night, girls.
Woo!
Thank you.
Thank you so much. All right.
Nice.
Oh, all right.
That is awesome.
Upping our game a little bit
done.
there. But we
You
got
guys,
to do the Lucy dance. A little bit of that's Lucy's dance.
Oh,
Thank you so
that's
much.
right.
Oh, come on, you guys know the drill. You've seen the show. You know we have to dance. Next up. All right, Marvel Age. This is number 76. Jen, why'd we include it?
Very cheap intro. If you don't want to do $10, John Byrne, and this is going to start the John Byrne train. The next 2 books after are also John Byrne. But yeah, what do you guys think?
Go ahead, Michelle.
I think
Kick
it's
it
pretty cool.
Yeah.
There's a lot of different She-Hulk like swimsuit style covers, so it fits the vibe of her and John Byrne's art. I mean, I'd pick it up if I found it, out hunting. Why not? And I had never seen this before, actually.
So I meant to make a note, but I forgot, and then I just remembered right now. So right before this, in 1989, because this also came out in 1989, She-Hulk breaks the fourth wall. And
yeah.
You beat me to it, Jen.
Yeah, the Marvel-
I was gonna say it.
I saw her down there. I was like, oh!
Yeah,
That's what I'd pick up. Marvel Comics Presents 18. I wrote that down too, Jen.
But I started looking for like who was the first character to break the fourth wall, and it kept coming up with Deadpool, and I'm like, dude, Deadpool came out in 91. His first one was Deadpool number 28. That wasn't until 1999. Stop saying Deadpool. I think she's one of the first, but in my quick research, I kept coming up this like silent film from 1918. I'm like, no, I don't want a film. I want first comic character to break the fourth wall. But that's why in this Marvel Age, it's her breaking the fourth wall again. She's talking to the reader. So that's the inclusion of like, it's the second time within that same year that she breaks the fourth wall.
Oh, that is good to know. And I guess, were they also like advertising for her next series in this book? Because I know that in Marvel Comic Presents, they were kind of like teasing that the new run that's gonna come out.
Ooh, then I'm not sure.
I don't know. What year was this again? This was in
89.
89. Yeah. So it's same year as the Marvel Comics Presents too. So cool.
Oh, I like what Ace Cable said here. Classic John Byrne, good girl art. We got to do a show one of these days. Not today, but one of these days. I was watching Team Nerd Herd, and they were talking about when female art crosses that boundary where it's no longer art, it's something else.
We did that. We did.
No, I mean like a little bit more, a little bit past what we did, Jen. We kind of scratched the surface on sexuality and sexualizing women, but when does a comic cover stop being a comic book and starts being...
Oh, you mean where they can't put it on the comic book shelf and it's in some box that's for adults only,
or put it in paper?
Yeah.
Right, like the poly bag.
Yeah.
Where's that line? Like, what has to be crossed to get there? But we'll have to do a different show on that. $8 for the raw, guys. $91 for a 9.6. Not too shabby.
No, not at all. For a sexy cover too.
Yeah, it's not bad, right? This is cute. This is cute and playful, which I think is, I don't know what they were going for here. Sarah, do you have anything to add on this one?
No, just the whole fourth wall thing I thought was really interesting about her. There are, I don't know which comic book it is, but like she's actually like fighting through the comic book. And I just thought that was really cool. I really, doing more research about her, like I really like this character. I think it's just really cool that she's this strong, smart female and also funny at the same time. So yeah, so very cool.
Well, very good. All right, this is one of my favorites. Sensational She-Hulk number 30.
Oh,
what?
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to say.
You hate my cover? Why do you hate my cover, Jen?
No, wait. I was reading Lord of Brooklyn said Animal Man by Morrison, but that can't be because there was a Batmite comic from 1959 where he breaks, and then there's also like a Superman that's predates that also. So there's no way that Animal Man by Morrison is the first. Just
Boom, Lord of Brooklyn. Jen's dropping knowledge.
But I'm sorry, I didn't mean to read it and then tell you poo-poo. This is a good cover.
This is my favorite cover, and you're like, no.
Really, Laura? Really? You like this?
I really like Demi Moore. I think this is kind of, and I remember do you guys remember when she did this pose? It was like so controversial. But Jen, why did we include this one?
You said to include it.
It's a great reason. No, I think this has become one of those covers that people want to have in their collection. I don't know. I think it's sexy, and again, it's a really well done homage, and I like it. And Trish, if you are out there, check out this hair, baby. I mean, this is good stuff. Michelle, what do you think?
I love it. I would love to own this. I mean, it's just kind of like a look back into that time period, and the Vanity Fair cover got so much attention and was kind of iconic, and so is this cover. And I love the purple background. I like also that it says it's not fair to accuse me of vanity. I just thrive on controversy. I think that's a nice little dialogue bubble there. And yeah, I dig it. I didn't realize though that a Raw comic would cost you an average of $60. So I don't know if I'd pay that for it, but if I found it for a deal out in a shop, I'd.
In a good condition though, if you found like a 9+ somewhere in that range, would you go for that?
I mean, personally, I don't have a big like She-Hulk collection, so I don't know. It depends on my mood, and it depends on what else I was buying at the time, I guess.
Depends on the mood. Man, you are like She-Hulk. She's like, am I angry when I'm buying this book?
If I get a good deal, though, I would totally buy this. So, yeah.
Really quickly, guys, we're at 55 viewers. Make sure you give the show a thumbs up. And if you are new to us, welcome in. We are here every Tuesday at 9:30 Eastern Standard Time for our market report, and every Friday, same time, 9:30 Eastern Standard Time, for more of a, I don't know, that show's kind of just like a chill something. I don't even know how I would describe it. It's more of like our flagship show. So make sure you tune into that one as well. And make sure you give Michelle at Moonlit Comics a follow. She is also on YouTube and she's fantastic. Yeah. And Sarah at SheGeek78 on Instagram and whatnot. Yeah. These ladies deserve your follows. Yeah. They know their shit and they're awesome. So Sarah, what do you want to add to this one?
I agree with everyone. No, I love it. When I see it, like the hair is like on point, she's got that Pantene Pro V, fantastic hair. But yeah, I mean, it's like when you see this cover, obviously it's the homage to Demi Moore.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just I like the playfulness that they have with her. She's not really, again, not taking too seriously, but she's still sexy, confident, I love
her. Butt's not like unrealistic though. There's some covers where the butt could like, you could set a plate on it. And it's like, this is more like a real person butt, right?
Right, exactly.
Right on there.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Girls, look who we have in the house. We got the comic kids, Principal Defects. Another show you guys have to follow. They're hilarious. Hilarious.
So
love them.
Real quick.
Yes.
Pre-pandemic, I was hunting at Half Price Books, and a guy next to me pulls this out, and I look over, and it's $2, and I was like, okay. And then he like ended up moving on. He took that with him, but then he left the next book that we're gonna show, and I got that for $2.
Nice.
Is that my cue? Next book. There we go. Ooh.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Sensational She-Hulk number 40. Everybody in the chat's probably like, there it is. Tell us about it, Jen.
So this is, you said that already. This is interesting because you don't technically see her. Like everyone's like, oh, she's jumping naked jump roping. And it's like, you don't really see. It's like blurred out, like with the jump rope, whatever. But yeah. May 23rd, a Raw comic sold for $190. An average it goes for around $192. A 9.8, $618.
Jeez. Whew.
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you think, Michelle?
Oh, I like Lon's comment because I think isn't that what she says on the first issue of this series? You better buy my book or I'm gonna rip up your X-Men comics. Like I just like the little witty like humor that they include, even on the covers. And I think for this one, like once you actually open it, like she has a bathing suit on or something, like behind the newspaper, and it's like, "Ha, we gotcha," if I remember correctly. But this is another just super fun cover and just a classic image. Everybody recognizes it, and I think for this run, it's one to have. It's a little more expensive than I would like to pay, but if I found a good deal, I would totally pick it up.
Whew,
Do you feel like it'll go down after the show?
It depends on the show. If the
Yeah.
show is like fantastic and everybody loses their shit over it, then maybe not. If it's not what we're expecting, then I could see this going back down a dip.
Yeah.
You agree?
Mm-hmm.
Jen's nodding like, yes, Laura is right.
Yeah, I mean, look at
Yeah.
the Moon Knight books. I mean, I think they're starting to trend down, at least some of them. So
I don't get that either. That's another show, Michelle, but I liked the Moon Knight stuff. I said moonlit.
It's
I
okay.
like you're getting in my head, Michelle. Like all these M's. Sarah, what do you think of this one?
Yeah, is this considered a controversial cover, or not a controversial cover, but a controversial issue? Because I know there's a couple that she's had that it's considered controversial, and is that why it's like, the price is $190, average, raw is $192? Is that why? I mean, I like a good controversial comic. I have a couple, so
I think it's a big part of it. Yeah, people like to have issues that people talk about. I mean, it got a lot of attention. So,
well, can you imagine your kid coming home with this?
Right.
right.
And you're like, what? No, Marvel, no. And then they're like, no, it's not. Look, like it's a comic. Like, come on, like it's not going to be rated X.
it's not that bad.
That was the
covered.
80s, though. That was the 80s. So anything kind of a little bit more risque was considered, controversial, or so. Yeah, I could see why moms would be like, no, don't look at that.
Hey, Michelle, look at this comment. The Moon Knight books.
I know. I saw that. Lords of Brooklyn. No, never. That's funny.
Dang. It used to go up more than her first appearance because it has a cult following. Yeah, I agree with that one too. I think people are trying to find this one. Jen, which HPB?
I go to all of them, but there's definitely ones that I know that people hit up a lot, and so it's scarce pickings. And then others you have to just talk to the people who work there and see when they put stuff out.
Well, let's keep moving. Okay, I'm glad we got to this one because I think I don't know. Did you include this because I told you to, or because you like it?
Well, you said Adam Hughes, and I know Adam Hughes has a couple of the newer ones, but since there's only 3 from the new one, picked 2 older Adam Hughes.
And I appreciate that because I like this cover. So we got the Sensational She-Hulk number 52. Obviously, it's by Adam Hughes. And really quickly, thank you so much to Rob's Comics for the $5 super chat. We appreciate that. Just because I'm a She-Hulk fanatic. It's great.
Yeah.
Wait, can you pick the color when you give a super chat?
I don't know. I have given a super chat once.
I've given a super chat too, but I never had the option of picking the color.
I guess you can. We'll have to mess with it later. We'll just super chat Moonlit show. We'll go on there and just like until we figure it out.
Great choice, Rob's Comics. We love the green.
That's awesome. All right, Jen, tell us a little bit about this one.
So it came May 4th, 9.8 sold for $79, and raws kind of go around 12 to 13. But I still feel like She-Hulk hasn't been picked clean like I have seen with Star Wars and Venom, right? Like there's just whole sections that are just gone. So you never know. People tend to go towards the number 1 and some other keys. This might, like, these might escape it. So just look, just take a gander.
Yeah, I am totally going to look for this because when I was looking into Adam Hughes covers earlier and I saw this, I got really excited because I love skeletons and horror art. And this is just to me like an incredible cover. I love everything about it. I like the contrast between the skeleton and the black and white. And I think She-Hulk looks really cool. This is from 93, but she still looks kind of 80s to me with like her workout gear. And I just really, really dig it. And for $12 or I'm sure even less, like to get a nice copy of this book would be great. So I'm all about it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you gotta love that Adam Hughes. I'm a huge fan too, and I've never seen this before, and now I definitely will be hunting for this one, especially for $12. Come on.
I like her little hair and her one eye thing. I think that's a good
Yeah.
look. That works. It works for her. This is a nice cover. And yes, somebody's very underrated Hughes cover. I agree. This would be a cool one to find if you can. I haven't seen these out and about in a while. I'm trying to think of the last time. Have any of you guys seen this in an LCS recently?
No.
Honestly, I don't think I've ever really hunted for She-Hulk before. I think, like Jen said in the beginning, the show coming out and stuff is kind of making people take more of an interest in her character. And the more that I like research and find out, and the more covers and books that I find, the more that I do want to hunt for her stuff. And this is one that would make it at the top of my list, I think, so far.
What you're also probably looking for, and you might have a chance with, is the shops or the vendors that sell at flea markets or antique markets that have not any kind of order. So it's just really messy.
Yeah.
That's when you might come across it, right? Because some people are like, and they'll give up. And it's like, no, you have to go comic by comic. Don't skip anything. You might come across it.
You gotta be committed, right, Jen?
Yep.
Committed to the hunt. All right. Moving on. Next up, and this is again Adam Hughes. So tell us about it, Jen.
It's funny because Rob Comic 81 mentioned it. Do you see his comment at 903?
Right here.
So this actually is a trade paperback, but it collects them, and it's another Adam Hughes. And April 8th, someone bought it for $130 raw. And then average raw is around 100, and there's no sales data. It is a trade, so I don't know if you can get a high grade trade from 93. Can you?
I mean,
probably. Yeah, from the 90s, you could probably find a nice, perfectly crispy trade. Yeah.
Okay, this doesn't sound ignorant. Do they grade trades?
I don't think so.
No, I don't think so either.
Not that I know of either. And trades are definitely magnets for dings. I mean, that's fine. You just it's yeah. All of our experience of trades have been rough because again, like there's more to damage, I guess. It's just a volume thing. So we end up with a lot more damages on our trades than our regular comics. But if you could find one, that'd be sick.
That's a good point, Laura. Yeah, because like you think of 90s comics and you can find them all in pretty high grade, but yeah, I guess a trade, like it's thicker, it's probably been thrown around more, it's not in a bag or board, so.
And is this more of his like classic art style?
Oh my God, Brandon.
He's bringing up the one time I shaved off. It happened one time. You guys have never shaved off half your eyebrow?
No.
I never plucked them.
Not half, but a little chunk, yes.
I wasn't paying attention. I was like, la la la. It was bad. It was so bad. I was like crying and yeah. Aunt called me dubious for like days. I'd walk in like, hey babe, good morning. Why so dubious? Peach. Okay, Sarah, you have anything to add on this one?
Yeah, I just think it's cute. I like that she's got such a, she wanted to go to the beach and it's closed. And she's just got a little sad face. It's adorable. But yeah, I agree. Like trades, the one thing about like trades too is the spine, because that's the thing is you're opening it up. So I can see where it's hard to find a really crispy trade, but I'd even take just a regular, a beat up trade just to have it because it's cool.
Yeah. I'm
It's
sure
unique.
the inside is great too, like because it's the best of this series of the swimsuit special series. So probably a lot of great art in here.
Have you ever seen people take their trades and flip them upside down while they're open? I can't stand it when people do that, even with books.
Oh,
like
yeah.
when they're reading it halfway through and they flip it down.
Okay.
Oh yeah. And they like break that spine. Ooh.
Yes, it's like use a bookmark. Come on.
Yeah.
Just use something. Put a little paper or something. That drives me nuts. All right. Guys, we're almost to 60. Make sure that you give us a thumbs up for the show and subscribe to the channel. We have 2 guests here with us tonight because Lucy had to go deal with some family stuff. So Michelle at Moonlit Comics also does a YouTube show. Give her a sub. And Sarah at SheGeek78 is on Instagram and whatnot. We vouch for her 100%. If you get something from her, it'll come well packed and in the conditions she promises. So give my girls some love here because they're doing great. Next up, The Incredible She-Hulk. And prior to the show, I went, what is this stupid movie? And Michelle's like,
it's not stupid. It's Pulp Fiction, okay?
I just can't remember. I see it and I'm like, what is this? Anyway, The Incredible She-Hulk. Jen, why do we include this?
It's kind of iconic. I haven't come across this in any back issue bins ever. I've seen a couple walls. I don't like paying wall book prices. But keep your peepers open for, because there's some people who can look for books and just see like the top and then know what it is. This is one of those ones where you're in The Incredible Hulk and you see that solid yellow. You better pull that thing out. But this is number 441 from 1996. The cover artist is Angel Medina. Medina, I see it.
I think Medina sounded right.
Yeah, I think you said it right.
Oh, real quick, there are a lot of books that She-Hulk has. There's other swimsuit covers and issues. There's also a boxing. There's like 15 slides. So miss anything, maybe we'll do a She-Hulk part 2 because there's not enough.
That would be great because there's a lot of other comics for like people who are going to be appearing in She-Hulk that we could talk about. So yeah.
We dabbled a little bit with that, a little bit, but we didn't take a deep dive. We just kind of tiptoed around it a little bit, but we'll eventually, if we can figure out, we already have like the next 4 Fridays or Tuesdays planned though. So it's like, it's so hard to get all of them. Maybe we should just go live every single night, girls.
Yeah.
Forget your families, forget your job. Let's just do this every night. Michelle, what's your take on this?
I love it. I love the movie Pulp Fiction. I'm a big fan of Quentin Tarantino. So this is one I do not have and I would love to own. I think it's pretty cool. So yeah. And I would probably pay $30 for a nice raw copy, I guess. Yeah. Why not?
Yeah. What?
I guess I'd bring the chat. I should just turn it off. I know, I'm so sorry. They're talking about red She-Hulk, and then it's like Betty Ross. But is it Winter Hulk is She-Hulk when she has like that blonde hair? And then she's also gray at one point too. So yeah, there's different iterations of She-Hulk. Jennifer Walters She-Hulk. But yes, there's also Betty Ross, red She-Hulk. Sorry. I'm just gonna turn off the
no more reading the chat. You're getting so distracted.
Yeah, sorry.
When is the show supposed to drop again? I forget.
August 17th.
Oh, okay, so there's time. Yeah.
Plenty of time. Many cons are coming, right? It's con season, so
yay! Sarah, do you like this cover?
Actually,
what was that?
We're going to the Phoenix Con this weekend. By we, I mean Anthony. I'm on kid duty, but Bird City will be at the Fusion while I watch the kids and go to birthday parties at trampoline places that smell like feet. Any mom knows what I'm talking about. You go into those places and it just, But
kids are gross.
Kids are gross. Yes, that's the more of tonight's show. Kids are gross. Sarah, what do you think?
I love, I see this and I know what it is, an homage to Pulp Fiction. But, I was kind of like looking close to see what was going on in the background. So she's got a Fantastic Four lamp and it looks like it's the Thing. It's an X-Men sheet, Captain America, like comforter or whatever, and then you got the Punisher in the back. It's really cool. I really like this, and yeah, I agree with Michelle. I would pick this up. It's just a cool cover. Like it's one of those you could actually hang up on your wall, kind of as art. And yeah, $32. That's not bad either. So
Would you pay 32 or would you try to find it for cheaper?
oh, Jen, I would find it for cheaper just because that's I'm a bargain hunter. So,
Same.
if I could find it for $5, it would be awesome. But maybe I don't know. I'd have to talk to the husband to see if I could pay $32. But
Look
maybe
out for the newsstand, says Yee. Price variant is the newsstand.
Thank you, Yee. I just noticed too that the book says Hulk fiction.
Mm-hmm.
I just noticed that for some reason.
Oh. Wow. Really, Michelle? Where were you on that one? 5 minutes
I don't know, man.
That should have been like, I didn't know either though. I was thinking she's eating
okay. I feel better.
Is that a piece of celery? Is that a piece of celery between her?
Celery. Yeah.
Smoking is bad, kids. Okay, eat celery instead.
Right?
Eat celery. Guys, we're a little over 60. Make sure you stick to around to the end of the show because we are be giving away the Bird City Comics set of She-Hulks by Greg Horn. These are limited to 1,000. Wait, 1,000. Yeah, 1,000. We'll give away the whole set tonight in honor of She-Hulk. So stay tuned for that. Let's keep going. All right, everybody's been talking about this one. This is the one you're seeing all over social media, blah, blah, blah. She-Hulk #1. Jen, tell us about it.
So this is the 2004 one because there's one that's the next one we're going to show is the 2005 one. This is 2004. This is the Dan Slott run. And how do you say the name again? Adi
Granov
is the cover artist.
There you
go. Do I have to? I guess May 22nd is $32.75. Average sales around $31 and a 9.8 sold for $177, and it's on an upward trend.
Hey, GC 2001, we got you. We knew what you were thinking. All right, Michelle, what's your take?
I love it. I have for some reason I haven't seen this around too much. Maybe I'm missing some posts on IG, but I think this is a fantastic cover. I mean, it's absolutely beautiful. I love how she's breaking through the wall. I mean, and now that I say that out loud, I mean that's what she does in her comics as she breaks through the fourth wall. I wonder if it's supposed to be like a nod to that or if I'm just overthinking it. But either way, I love the colors. I love her face, her hair. I mean, I think she looks gorgeous. And yeah, I can see why people are scooping this up. It's great.
Sarah?
Yeah, I'm actually I'm actually reading it. And just an interesting kind of side note, a lot of the stuff that happened in the trailer happened in this book. Actually, the first couple pages. So it's a great read. I actually like this. I read the 2014 comic, and I did not like it. It was really boring. The art was horrible. This one, I like it. I like that. She's kind of finding her way, kind of like in the trailer, kind of finding her, her between Jen Walter and She-Hulk. So I think it's a great book. I think it's a great cover. I like what Michelle said, that she's breaking through the fourth wall kind of thing. But yeah, I love it. I think it's a great book.
She's still sexy on this, and she's still beautiful, and her physique is still very feminine but strong. And I like this rendition. I like how she looks in this, how she's built. And yes, the outfit matches the trailer, which is probably why people are posting these everywhere.
Okay, there it is then. Yeah.
And like this stuff, like the guy that she picks up at the end, like that kind of happens in the book. So
okay.
Yeah, she's kind of
let us know after you finish reading the trade, like what you think of the series in general. So
yeah,
I haven't read many She-Hulk comics. I'm pulling the new series right now, but I haven't read them yet. I think there's only 3 issues out so far. I have them, and I've yet to read them. So Yeah,
So-
let us know, Sarah.
Yeah, for sure.
Is that from the library, Sarah?
What's that? Library? Yeah, from the library. That's
So-
where I get. That's where I get all my trades. So I'm new to the comic community. I'm new to reading comics. So instead of kind of catching up with my characters, I go to the library and I pick up the trades. So
Nice. Genius. I love it.
Look how happy Jen is with that. And you're using a bookmark. You're using
Yeah.
a bookmark. That's
Yeah, there's a bookmark.
my girl.
Mhm.
All right, keep cruising. Next up, we have another Dan Slott book for those of you that are Dan Slott fans. So we have She-Hulk #1. Now, Jen, I think, included this for me because Bird City, we work a lot with Greg Horn. He's one of our favorites, actually. And I've always loved the way that he draws. And I think his women are just so sexy and they're so, I don't know, they're very classy, but still sexy at the same time. So I'm a huge Greg Horn fan. Is that why you included this, Jen?
Yeah, this is the 2005 run. It's the next year. And yeah, Greg Horn has done a lot of awesome covers for Bird City. And again, this Dan just keeps going with this series. And it was interesting too to see the #1s and see what they were all sitting at.
Okay, yeah, I like that. I like that you're kind of including the different series runs and everything. And I like that she's on the court steps. I think this is just, it's beautiful. I think she's very playful and sexy, but still, again, strong. Michelle, what do you think?
I need this. Like, I had never seen it before today, but now I need this. I absolutely need it. Like, I love the scales of justice, the play on that, even with like the blindfold. And you're right, Laura, she looks amazing. It's like classy, but still super sexy. I love the colors. And I know you probably like this too, the light coming from the back through her, like behind her, and everything about it. And also, I work in the legal field, so this cover in particular, like, really just grabs my attention, and I appreciate it even more for that. So, yeah, I'm on board with this.
So is Mr. Moonlit.
Hi, babe.
Aw.
Thanks for stopping by.
Hi. Okay. No, that's very well said. Good time for him to drop in right when you were like shining like a diamond.
Exactly.
Oh, he's the best.
Oh, very nice. Sarah, what do you have to say on this one?
Yeah, I love this cover. I love the purple and the green. And she's, again, like everyone's kind of been saying, is she looks smart and sexy and confident, and again, the hair is on point. It's just a really gorgeous cover. Great cover done by Greg Horn.
Yeah, he did an Enchantress cover. That's still one of my favorites. But yeah, he's good people, and he's just a really fun person to hang out with. What would you say if you had to describe Greg Horn, Ant?
He's a goofball.
He's a goofball. That's a good way of putting it. He's just goofy and fun, and he just enjoys what he does, and he makes you smile and laugh, and I don't know. He's a good buddy. We are fans. All right, and for $15 for the raw comic, yeah, I
Did
think
you pay $124 for 9.8?
What year was this again?
2005.
Probably 2005. I mean, I know it sounds to us like, oh, that's not that long ago, but that's
Oh, I don't.
17. Wait, hold on. Wait, is that right? 17 years? I hate math. 17 years ago. So these books, to find them in a 90 are probably becoming more and more rare. But I'm biased. I'm a Greg Horn fan, so I would love to have a 98 of this. Greg, if you are watching, DM me. We'll make this happen.
If you have any extra copies, you know who to
Right?
send. There's 4 people right now. You can
I'm gonna message him and be like, "Hey, we did this thing about you. So, what do you got?" All right. Next up, She-Hulk Sensational #1. I like that Jen included all these #1s. Why do we pick this one, Jen?
So this is a 2010. It's Gary Frank, right?
Yeah, I was getting. Yeah.
Okay. So this marks the 30-year anniversary of She-Hulk in 2010. It's 80 pages. You have some John Byrne stuff in here and a bunch of other artists and creators coming together for her 30th anniversary. I didn't think it was as expensive as it was. I was kind of surprised when we pulled up the price on cover price, because a 9. I mean, not about the 9.4, because I feel like 9.4 for like $90, I think is a good deal. But at the raw price for 40, I wouldn't have thought. Like you saw, the last book was 15, and this one is 40. Is it probably because it's an 80-page?
Mm,
Oh, is this an 80 page?
that would be my guess.
And then 9.8s go for 303 ballpark.
Wow.
Whew. Well, Mrs. Moonlit.
I don't know, guys. I mean, out of all the covers we've seen so far, this isn't my favorite. I still like it.
Who does she
But-
look like to you? Her face.
What?
Julia, like Julia Louis-Dreyfus?
Yes.
Seinfeld. Oh, I can see it now.
Okay. Yeah.
driving me Yes. Okay. Thank you.
She does look different here. She looks really concerned with whatever's happening. I mean, it's a cool cover. Would I spend $40 on it? No, I'd probably get one of the other first issues that we've seen so far for the modern stuff. But I still like it. I think it's neat. Just probably one I'd skip personally.
Yeah, I don't know if I'd pick this up either. I mean, she looks kind of like, I don't know why, but she looks kind of like, I mean, I'm going to be dating myself, but like Ellie Mae, like the way that her shirt is, like, you know, from like the Beverly Hillbillies, kind of like, you know.
Oh, I think what happened is that she was dressed to go to work as Jennifer Walters, and then she transformed into the She-Hulk, breaking the door off the taxi cab, and then just kind of like, oh crap, like because usually when she's She-Hulk and she's just walking around as She-Hulk, she'll wear things to fit accordingly, like, right? So maybe it was
The
just
taxi driver was probably being a punk. So.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I'm not a fan of this. No.
Unless there's something else with this comic, like some type of like key or some type of edition. But if it's just a cover buy, nah, I'll pass on it.
Yeah.
I would pay $5.
Okay.
You know, $5, $2, right? $2 at half price books.
Hey, you know, everybody collect. What is it that Team Nerd says?
If you want to
Buy
do it
what
right,
you like.
like what you like.
There you go. That fits this cover perfectly.
Yeah.
Okay, let's keep on moving.
So this is the one that she did not like. Sarah did not like this, but this is She-Hulk number 1, 2014, Charles Soule run, and this is the Kevin Wada cover.
Way to call her out, Jen. Just to start the slide.
I'll own it. I'll own it.
Look, everyone has different reading likes and styles, like, right? So if she doesn't like it, some other people I've heard do like it. Charles Soule has done Star Wars, but you can all, like, it's totally okay not to like something. I just thought it was funny because she mentioned it, and I was like, oh shoot, that's not okay. There's so many different reprints of this. I like the green one just because of it's the same thing with like Hawkeye, right? I like the reprints that have purple. So with her, I like green. Same thing with Loki. Loki has reprints with green. It looks nice. What do you think, Laura?
It's okay. I don't hate it. I love it. I'm trying to think of like what it reminds me of. It reminds me of like I know that they're going for like the flat look. It's okay. It's not my favorite. I'm kind of like, what did you say last show, Jen? I'm good.
Water is wet. Is it water is wet?
Water is wet. No, not that show. The Friday show. We were still telling the first appears a frogman. I'm like, what do you think, Jen? She's like, I'm good. So that's my take on this. I'm good. It's not a cop out. Okay, it's kind of a cop out. No comment. Michelle?
Yeah, I don't know. I think I'm good too on this. There's also, it reminds me of the Moon Knight issue 1 where there was like 3 printings. There was like a blue, a red, and a green. I just don't like that bottom border. I think it takes away from the cover. And this, it could have been better if there was a background, I think, in my opinion, because they're going for this particular style with She-Hulk herself, but then I don't know, it just feels like it wasn't finished. I don't really like the art. Even though I do tend to like this kind of abstract style, this one just doesn't do it for me. So
Is it the white stuff on her skirt, maybe? There's something about this that throws me off.
yeah, I don't know. Yeah, there's something
I think
off with
she's
it.
breaking through the wall. That's why she's dirty.
It's wall dust. Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
that damn wall dust.
Right.
All right.
I don't
Yeah.
know. What about you, Sarah? Would you pick this up?
I
Well, we already know your answer.
well, so I picked this up actually. I own a copy
Oh,
of this.
okay, that's a
this was-
curveball.
But wait, that was before I read this story because I was like, oh, because this was the storyline that people were actually specking on. So I was like, okay, I'll pick it up. I picked it up for like $4. So, and I like this one too. This cover, I don't know if you can see, but
Yeah,
because it's got, she does partner up with Daredevil. Spoiler, but. But the story is horrible. The story,
bummer.
the art is not good. Like her face, like the one before the Slot series, the art she's gorgeous and she's feminine and strong. This series, her face is like flat. It's flat like a pancake and green. In panels is huge. I only read 2 volumes and I was like, I'm done. Like, I'm so done.
Yeah.
So for the covers, yes, I would pick it up. For the story, no. So there you go.
The chat kind of seems to agree. Best recent She-Hulk I've seen is the Ji Young Lee barbell cover. All right. The trade stuff is bad, but the art is fire. Okay. I think it would have looked better with just the silhouette in purple. And
Yeah.
Chad, you said that you're his spirit animal, Michelle.
Oh, Chad, that's so sweet. Thank you.
Chad's good people. Avocado pancake face. That's what we'll call it.
Yes. Yeah. It was like she said, like these enormous eyes. And I just don't understand. We've seen all these, all these covers that we've seen on the show where she's feminine and she's strong. And for some reason, and I don't know why I'm ranting about this, but it was just like they did her dirty. They did her dirty, and that's just too bad. Yeah.
Stop
so the
holding
price
back.
of this,
Yeah, Sarah rant.
so the price of this, so May 22nd, someone got it for $11.50. Raw goes for around $16. And 9.8 is $56. So that's pretty close to what it costs to get graded. So at least that $4, if you want to get rid of it, you probably should do it now. But
next on Sarah's Whatnot.
Moving on. All right. So these are the slides I'm excited about because Bartel's been one of my favorites for a while. I don't think that's why you included these though, Jen. Maybe it is, but I love Bartel work. I think that her style in general is fantastic, that she creates evergreen pieces that do not follow the narrative of the story, but are standalone art pieces that you could just frame or turn into posters or whatever and hang them on your wall. Jen, why did you include these?
So you said Bartel, She-Hulk. And the one on the right-hand side is the number 1. The red on the left-hand side is number 2. It's interesting. You could see the price. The one on the right-hand side, though, is 9.8 for $66. And then average 9.8 goes for around 62. But you can still get it. I think you can still. I know it's sold out, at least at the couple shops in Chicago, within that first week. And then you get second print that came out. But around $6-7 it's going for. And then number 2 still going for cover, if not a little bit less than cover.
I think her stuff is so good. I mean, I'm totally girl fanning, but she just looks so elegant and strong. And I think the power suit is so on point and all the jewelry. What do you think, Michelle?
I love these covers. You guys, like I cannot say enough good things. The colors, they just pop. And I really love that you use the term evergreen, Laura, because it's so true for these
It's her term.
especially.
That's
It's
her term. She said that in an interview. She's like, I want my pieces to be evergreen.
oh my God, I freaking love her. And honestly, like even with the show coming out, I had no intention of like reading She-Hulk, but when I saw the covers that were coming out by Bartel for the series, I put it on my pull list. And now I do want to read the series, but I'm going to keep picking them up because these covers are just too good. Like too good to pass up, even if you don't even open the books. I mean, everything about it, I love it. She knocked it out of the park with these. And there's even cooler ones coming out down the line. So I can't wait. I'm all about these. So
Yeah, we were showing them off. Number 5 comes out in July. It looks really cool. The Bartel, and then
Can I put you on the big screen to show them, Jen, or you freak out?
no, you can show them. So June 29th.
Okay, here, I'm going to put you on the big screen.
Wait, oh, don't put me on.
I just said,
I thought you said you were gonna put it on the big screen. Don't.
no, I
freak
said,
out.
can I put you on the big screen and you won't freak out?
Oh, okay.
Like,
Hang
hold
on.
up your
Now that I know
phone.
what's gonna happen, I can do it.
All right, you ready?
I'm
Go
ready.
Jen.
There's the first one.
So this is coming out June 29th. This is number 4. It's kind of like how remember that Scarlet Witch one that came out by Dodderman?
Mm-hmm.
The She-Hulk. And then this is number 5 coming out in July 20th.
Yes. Oh,
That's my favorite, isn't it? Isn't that the best one so far? In my
so good.
Gorgeous.
right, I'm taking Jen off before she kills me. There we go. Sorry, Jen. Those are
Okay.
great. Sarah, what's your take on these?
Yeah, I agree with Michelle. I love, just showing that that cover that's coming out with the blue. Like, I just love the way that she uses those kind of like neon colors because you don't really see that much, and it just contrasts with that dark green and like the purple suit, and it's just gorgeous. She does it right, It's just, I think I have the yellow She-Hulk. I also do have the Scotty Young one too.
Telling you, I need to get her on a Bird City exclusive. I've been reaching out to her, but she's so busy. But that would be like, and again, feather in my cap.
Oh my God, I would die if Bird City did a Bartel
Right?
exclusive. Oh my God.
We got some things in the works, guys. Like, I don't want to give away too much because Anthony's listening right now, but there's definitely stuff coming up this year that we've been working on for over 2 years. So that gives you an idea.
Excited.
All right. Do we have another slide, Jen?
One last one.
Oh, last one. Okay, so we wanted to end on Art Germ because I think it's because I told you to, right? Is this because it's not the only thing? I like Art Germ
for the show.
I'm a huge Art Germ fan. This book has gotten mixed reactions, though. It's like some people love it and some people can't stand it. I love it. I actually Yi volunteered to get this signed for me when he was at the con this last weekend. So I'm going to have this one signed and graded. But Art Germ's what brought me into the game. So
What color did you get? What color?
I don't know. Hold on. I should ask him.
I
He sent
probably
me-
would have done
He's in the
yellow.
chat, I think.
Yellow or green if it's on the skirt. Or purple.
All right. Hold on. Oh, no. He got it. It looks like it's black.
Wait, where?
All right. Hold on. I'm going to put myself on big screen. Okay, Jen? Can you see the there?
Oh, yeah, I see it. Yeah.
Okay.
Skirt, but it's black.
No,
Which
but
is
it's
so
kind of nice because it doesn't take
Okay.
away from the art.
Right. Which is, I
Right.
think that's what he's going for.
Love it.
Yeah.
So he was at MegaCon, I think, right? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So this
Jen,
is
you're
the
up
one,
now.
This is the 1 in 100. This is the no barcode. Yeah, Art Germ. I still can't. Yeah, 9.6, $40. Okay. The fact that a 9.8 goes for around 200 and a 9.6 sold for 40 is ridiculous. I don't understand, but I guess some people, because like, have you ever stared at a 9.6 and a 9.8 behind the case? It's really hard unless it's like it's a tick. Sometimes it's really hard to see. I'm like, they look the same to me. And then sometimes you're like, okay, wait, there's the color breaking. It looks okay. Now I can understand that 9.6. But I just $160 difference. But okay, and then the raw average goes for around $60 for a 1/100, which is good, right? Usually they go for around 100.
Yeah, that's not bad.
Yeah, that's crazy. Like $40 for a CGC 9.6 or $60 for a raw comic. I mean, like, come on. Like you would have to go for that grade. But maybe that's kind of like a low outlier, like a one-off sale. I have no idea because I haven't been really looking this comic up, but I have seen the cover and I think it's fantastic.
Are you an Art Germ fan?
I like Art Germ's work, but I don't own anything by him.
Think
Yeah.
Catwoman number 4.
Okay, I'd have to look it up. I can't picture it in my head.
Hold on.
But I do know his work and I think he's great. I just don't own any of his stuff. But I like this. I dig it. And I mean, really any graded comic for $40 is a no-brainer, but especially this. So yeah. And it's for a 1/100 for $60 raw, like we were talking before the show, like that's low. I feel like that's a lot lower than it should be, right? For even just for the ratio. I don't know.
It's dropped. When this first came out, it was going for more than that. That's why I was kind of surprised that the raw comic was down to 60, because I'm like, wait a second, this was going for over 100 not a few weeks ago. Like I'm surprised by this, to say the least.
Yeah.
What?
Sometimes it's interesting. People get blinders because it's like, look over here, it's the Thor trailer. Thor, and then there's she, like it's like it's this. And so I've been saving stuff and I'm like, okay, I can be patient. Like I don't, granted, I know there's some things that, the infamous story of avenging Spider-Man, how that never went back down. But some things do go back down and it's worth being patient, but it's tough to tell when to do that.
I got to do a little sidebar here because this is what got me into comic books. This is the cover. So Michelle, you got to get this into your collection. This is Catwoman.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I have that one.
I was just looking it up. Oh yeah.
This cover to me like encompasses what a cover should be. It's gorgeous, the details, the Easter eggs. It's so well done. And Art Germ I don't understand why it was on the Hot 10 a while back. But I think I own 15 of these as of today. Anytime I find one, I grab it because it's honest to God my most favorite cover. That and there's a Middleton Batgirl 23 that I also scoop up whenever I can find. But this one's just beautiful. So Michelle, here's your assignment. You have to find Catwoman number 4.
Okay.
Add it to your collection.
I want that now. Like I do. And I love everything about it. We could go on a whole rant about that cover itself. But Art Germ is great. Like I said, I just don't have any of his covers yet. But if Catwoman 4 is the first Art Germ I can add to my PC, I'll be over the moon. So
a lot of people don't have it, Barton. Look at Michelle doesn't have it. Sarah, do you have that one?
I do have that one.
Nice.
I found it at a flea market.
For how much?
I love it.
Like I think I bought it for like less than 20.
Okay.
Awesome. Okay.
Yeah. I saw it and I was like, this is gorgeous. You know, it's so good that it almost looks like a picture. Like somebody took a picture of, this model, but it's art. It's amazing.
It's beautiful. And like
It's
for
art.
me, I don't have a lot of modern comics, like I mostly collect like Bronze Age stuff. So there's still a lot I haven't discovered yet. So sorry to cut you off, Sarah. I just wanted to
No. I was gonna say that. There you go. There's your first modern book.
Yeah.
It's worth the buy. Anything Art German, anything Frizen, anything Jeff DeCall, I'm in. Those or Raza, Boss Logic. Jeez, we're gonna be here all night.
Yeah.
What?
There's a lot.
You said Friesen?
Yeah. Anything. Like I just got the Grimm 1/100 in today, and Ant's like, "Do you want it?" I'm like, yes.
Oh yeah. Those have been getting hot lately. Like, yeah.
I put it in my collection. Oh, speaking of which, guys, make sure that you check out Lords of the Long Box. They did a cover price Hot 10, and She-Hulk took up number 4 and number 3 spots, right, Jen? 4 and 3? Or
Yeah,
4 and
I think they were in the top 5, and then that one that Titania? How
Yeah.
do you say it?
Titania.
How do you say it before though?
I said Titania.
No,
Didn't I?
You said it like fancy.
Tatiana? No, that's wrong. No, that's not right. That would be an extra T.
You said, I don't remember how you said it. You said it interesting though. I think that was number 1.
Oh, the Secret Wars 3? Right?
I don't know.
First appearance of Titania.
The team up one.
Oh.
There's a team up, like I think it was the first original.
Oh, if there's a team up, maybe it's the Frogman. First appearance of Frogman in a Marvel team up.
That was like so on Friday, so I can't remember, but yes.
Yeah. That was the one that's so crazy, like Frogman. Oh, but it's the hype. It's the stuff.
Okay. The chat's going nuts about Carla Cohen. We're going to have to do another. Did we ever do a show on her, Jen? I feel like we did.
I feel like you did.
But no, I don't know.
She's also like one of my favorite people. She's so much fun to talk to, and she's so damn pretty. Like it's ridiculous how pretty she is.
This is the Marvel Toon one I was thinking of, but I think Laura showed the Frogman one though.
That's the female wrestlers, and yeah, that's a good one. Interesting, right?
Yeah.
All right, that was it, guys. So hopefully you enjoyed the show and you learned something, and maybe if you have something now, you know what it might be worth if you want to flip it or keep it for your PCs, whatever. Make sure you check out Cover Price. Use code Nirvana14 for 30 days of unlimited membership for 99 cents. And Bird City Comics, if you are not following us on Instagram, we just revealed our cover for Moon Girl. Did you guys see it?
Mm-hmm.
It's awesome.
Oh my gosh.
It's cool. It's good.
Ivan Tao did our cover, and it's one of those ones where I remember talking to Ivan, and I was like, okay, I knew I wanted to do negative space somehow, but I'm like, let's do a double negative space. So we have Moon Girl negative space and Miles negative space. And he's like, okay. And he came back, and we popped up on the screen. Anthony and I were like, oh shit, this is going to be good. It drops on Friday. We are anticipating a sellout from Bird City directly. So if you are one of our fans or if you're one of our customers, please make sure you're subbed to the text line. That way you'll get a notification as soon as it drops. We also have Samurai Sonia by Ariel Diaz that comes out tomorrow.
I love that one. That's
beautiful.
a great cover.
You like that? Yeah.
I like it. Yeah.
I think she did a good job on that one. Despite what you think about the concept of Samurai Sonia, whatever, the cover itself is really well done. So shout out to Ariel Diaz. Before we let you guys go, Michelle, can you let everybody know where they can find you? And then I'll get back to What?
Thank you, Laura. You can find me on Instagram at Moonlit Comics and also on YouTube at Moonlit Comics. I have like a once a month.
Thinking about it. Have we ever been invited to Moonlit, Jen? No.
We're gonna have to plan something because I'm still pretty new. I don't have a ton of videos yet. I'm new to the game, but I would love to plan something with you ladies because right now I have a once a month like comic book spotlight show. So maybe for June we can work something out. So
I would love that. We would anytime. You let us know.
Cool.
We're in. Anyway, so okay. YouTube, Instagram. Follow Moonlit. Sarah, what about you?
You can follow me at SheGeek78 on Instagram and also on Whatnot.
Again, we don't vouch for a lot of people, but we vouch for Sarah 100%. She is a trustworthy seller. She's somebody I would 100% go and buy from. She has good stuff too, guys. So check out Sarah on Instagram. She posts about her shows, all that jazz. It's Bird City Comics is doing the negative space. We are doing that with Ivan Tao. We released the image on Bird City Comics on their Instagram. I haven't put it on my page yet, but I will.
It's cool.
Jen, what do you want to add?
So 2 things. Please, if anyone in your life is like, ooh, what's this She-Hulk thing? Do like Sarah, take them to the local library. Hopefully they have it. If not, I think you can ask them to get it or find somebody that can get it, the trades. And please share the hobby. Like this is what, when these shows happen, it's the perfect catalyst to get people into the hobby. We need this. And number 2, we need to do more research on this. Who broke the fourth wall thing? I think that takes some time. The silent film from 1918 does not count because it's a silent film. We're looking for the first comic character. As of right now, I'm not done doing research. I had a hard time with it, and I got frustrated. And I'll go back to it later. But Batmite from 1959. But then I started finding stuff about Superman breaking the fourth wall, and I was like, oh. So please, let's all go do research, and then we'll convene on Friday.
Lord of Brooklyn, he's gonna DM you later with his like list of findings for his comment. Yeah.
We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens.
1959 Detective Comics 267. But again, there's some Superman ones too. I don't know. Yes, let's all do Friday.
To answer the question of H&H, I'm going to share my screen. Now, guys, my screen's going to look crazy because Anthony has like weird monitors, but here you go. So that's the Miles Morales, Spider-Man, and Moon Girl. I know it looks small.
Make it bigger.
I don't know how his monitor goes up and down, so I don't know how to share it without it looking all crazy.
Hang on.
And then there's the Samurai Sonia we were talking about.
Hang on.
What else do we have on here? Oh, that was a Cal New cover. Also really nice. But this is the one that drops on Friday. And yes, this is a Bird City Comics exclusive.
Mm-hmm.
You will see other people out there selling it. Buy from us if you don't mind.
Here, make it big.
Make you big screen?
Yeah, make it big.
All right, hold on. There it is.
Look how cool. Dang it. Oh, dang it.
Turn up a little bit.
You can see it.
There you go. Yay!
Okay,
Doing great. Yes.
It's cool.
It's pretty badass.
And then that's if you want to see the trade dress. Oh, Nikes. Oh my God, Jesus.
I like the Virgin on these, but I'm always a fan of the Virgin. So if I could get a version of these, I will totally do that. So if you are subbed to the text line, you will get a notification. It goes live. Let me see. I'm reading my own thing. Set your alarms for Friday, 5/27 for 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time and head over to birdcitycomics.com. So there you go.
9 p.m.
Yeah, so that would be 6 o'clock my time. That's right before we go live.
No, 9 p.m. Oh, yeah,
Eastern.
so before. Okay, good. So
We're 9:30.
So yeah, because 8 o'clock my time.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah. We're really pumped about it. We've already had a lot of people reaching out trying to buy like large chunks of it. So make sure you head over there and pick one up if you are interested. Again, I don't like saying we're expecting a sellout because that just feels like bad mojo? Mojo? No.
Juju?
Juju! Yes. Feels like bad juju to say that. Like I don't want to like mess it up, but we are expecting this one to go pretty fast. So yeah. Anything to add, girls?
Oh, are you gonna do the She-Hulk giveaway?
Oh,
Yeah.
shit, that's right. Oh, that's funny.
Good thing we have somebody that's
Sorry.
apparently Kevin and I have no fucking clue what we're doing. Giveaway.
I wasn't sure if like Anthony was like off screen being like, yeah, I changed my mind, babe.
Good thing you said something. Again, my share screen's going to be kind of weird because it's Anthony's big ass monitor. What should the word be?
She-Hulk.
With a dash?
Oh, that's
Sure.
green.
Green?
It's one word.
There you go.
Can
Yeah,
say
okay.
green.
So type in the comments green if you want to be in the running for all 3 of the Bird City Comics She-Hulk exclusives. These are done by Greg
Yes.
Horn, and obviously they are an homage to Hulk 377. So Juju, yeah, Voodoo, I don't know.
Earlier we were talking about She-Hulk with
Mama.
a dash versus not dash.
It has to have a dash, right?
I think it does.
But I think when people are looking for it, like let's say you're not a comic book person, you're gonna type in She and then Hulk,
Yeah.
right? Like
Isn't
we
there-
would do the dash.
Isn't
Like-
there an MMA fighter named She-Hulk?
Is there? I don't know.
Is there?
I don't know. When I typed in emojis into, look at me, type in emojis Instagram.
Are you on like a
Like,
typewriter?
Right. I'm like, I'm on my phone like.
Sorry, I'm being an ass. Go
Oh,
ahead.
like it reminds me of the old phones where you had to type click 3 times, for one letter. Like the old Nokias.
Do you remember the note, like the you turn it and it went?
Oh, like a rotary phone?
Yeah.
I don't remember those.
Oh
You
my
don't?
gosh.
It was maybe a little before.
Oh no.
I was 84. Born in 84.
We're only a year apart.
So how do you have a rotary phone and I don't then, Jen?
My grandparents did.
Jen's all, remember when we had carrier pigeons? No, Jen. I never had a carrier pigeon. Oh,
Carrier pigeon.
Aw, thank you.
thank you, Namesh.
Namesh.
Namesh,
Yeah.
we appreciate you so much. Type in green, guys. We have almost 70 people in the chat right now, and we have 36 entries. So type in green. Don't be shy. Don't worry if we've never seen your name before. It's okay. Just type
If
in
you're
green.
Driving, please pull over to the side of the road, put your hazards on, type in green, and then continue on your way.
Yeah.
While they're doing that, I just have to, again, thank you so much, Sarah and Michelle, for coming on tonight. You guys are fantastic.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. I really appreciate it.
Yeah. Thank you. Look, this has been a pleasure. And it was so fun to stream with Sarah for the first time, too. I love seeing Sarah on the show. And
This is your first time together?
Yeah.
Oh, shit, I feel rude now. I didn't introduce you guys. I just assumed you knew each other.
No. We know each other.
Right.
We know each other, but we've never streamed together.
Like seeing each other face to face.
Yeah.
Okay. Because normally I'm like,
we
Sarah,
know each other. We already know each other.
okay.
Yep.
No, Sarah rocks. You guys rock. It's just I'm honored to have been invited to fill in for Lucy, and we miss and love Lucy. And this has been a super fun show. So, yeah, thank you guys so much.
I can't wait for Friday. Friday, we are going to be interviewing some creators and playing a game with them. But one of the creators is a little camera shy, so he will be on with us via a puppet.
Oh my God.
Okay.
It's a good looking puppet.
All right.
It ain't no sock puppet.
First for us too. We've never had a puppet on the show, so we will have a puppet on Friday. Make sure you're subbed up so you don't miss out on that. And it'll be fun. We'll do giveaways like we always do. All right. Do you guys think I should draw?
Well, yeah. Wait, how many is it at?
Yeah.
It's at 37. We have 67 in the chat.
Oh, come on, guys. Those books are so dope. Like, if you don't want to win those books for free, you're out of your mind.
Yeah.
Or they make a good gift.
Yes.
To gift out to people.
Yes.
Or AOKs. Have you guys done that yet or no?
No.
Okay. It's you do like a kindness package for someone in the comic community, or it's nice. It's cool.
Chad, that's a great question. If I say green 100 times, am I entered 100 times?
He just hacked the system.
I don't know. If that
That'd be funny if it was like chat.
All right, we're spinning. You guys had plenty of time. Here we go. The winner of the Bird City Comics She-Hulk #1 Grandhorn Hulk 377 exclusive is Brandon Barton. He was just talking about it.
Oh my gosh. Congratulations.
He's all spin it now. Everyone they're going to think I rigged this. Congratulations to Barton. We already have your information, so I will get your books out tomorrow for you. Everyone else, thank you so much for tuning in. It was great to have you guys in. Make sure you check us out on Friday. One more time, give a sub to Moonlit at Moonlit Comics on YouTube and check out SheGeek78 on Instagram and whatnot. Yeah, that's it. Have a good night, guys.